For this week's Brewvine, we are taking you to Raven Brewing and BBQ in Big Rapids to see how the brewery is turning produce into pints.
I like to try and experiment with everything that I possibly can. Lately I've been trying to work with local farmers, so like Ward Farms is my most recent one, and we're doing vegetable beers with them.
Experimenting with vegetables is how Raven Brewing and BBQ came up with the Farmer's Choice Blonde Ale.
So we're using sorrels for that. I had never heard of sorrels before, but it's an interesting vegetable. I'd call it close to like a rhubarb. It's got that little bit of sourness to add into it, but I just threw it into a blonde to see what would happen, and it turned out pretty good, I think. Definitely worth experimenting with, and we'll experiment with again. They want to do something with carrots next, so that's exciting. He's got these Kyoto carrots. Listen, I just let the farmer do his thing. You know, if he thinks that this is going to turn out good in a beer, I'm down to clown.
The rhubarb relative and some curious carrots aren't the only veggies that are making their way into the beer. David plans on playing with lemon drop, Trinidad scorpion, Carolina reaper, and a few other pungent peppers.
I got Sugar Rush peach peppers. Those got a lot of good flavor, a decent amount of heat, and I got Dragon's Breath peppers. And I have never dabbled with those guys, so I don't know if those are going to even be doable to put in a beer, because those are like 2.5 million Scoville, and that's like dang near a million over Carolina Reaper.
If those sound a little too spicy for you, the brewery has plenty of other options rotating their way through the taps for you to try.
I just get to experiment as almost every batch kind of deal, because we're that small. There are a few that I keep on just to keep the masses happy, but those guys are few and far between. I think probably only 5 or 6 beers really fall into that category.
For Brewvine in Big Rapids, I'm Whitney Amann.